Hello, everybody. Providence College discusses being a beloved community. Well, being a beloved community cannot happen without all members of the campus community feeling a sense of belonging. I have been a dedicated staff member of Providence College community for over 30 years. Experiencing racism and discrimination from my coworker has also been ongoing since the beginning of my employment in 1991. The ongoing acts of discrimination escalated in 2017 when I was promoted to the rank of lieutenant for community relations, following the recommendations of the Margos Healy External Review. Some of the examples of racism I have experienced through my career include having my food and water sabotaged in the office, having my office infested with ants with other offices in close proximity not having the same issue, having a coworker gloat that they had a bias incident that I had reported about them 19 years ago recently expunged off their record. That comment was about myself and another officer of color. Both of our wives had babies, my ex-wife had babies at the same time, and the supervisor overheard us talking and said, 2 more black babies in the world, in a very derogatory tone. Becoming the 3rd highest ranking officer within the department and facing hostility from the officers to the point of having a sergeant spit in my face in the department conference room. Having no designated office space and being ostracized from the department by being assigned to work in another building while a supervisor of a lower rank was allowed to maintain a private office within the public safety office. Received numerous trainings for Title IX, Title VI, Internal Affairs certifications, and having all these responsibilities stripped and removed from my day-to-day operation. Responding to a situation where a student, under the influence, repeatedly called me the N-word and bite another officer, where my boss only had concerns for the officer who sustained the bite and not the mental and emotional toll it took on me during that violent verbal harassment for the student while we waited for a rescue to respond. Being racially profiled 4 times at the Huxley Gate from the same officer, and this officer has a history of complaints of profiling students, faculty, and staff, with the most recent staff member telling me April 11th that she was stopped, harassed, and given a death stare as she was told to walk to the cafeteria to feed our students. This profiling at the gate occurred as recently as April 3rd, where this officer stopped me, looked at me, "Oh, I didn't recognize you. Carry on. Have a good day." This continues. These are just a few instances of what I have experienced and what students, staff, faculty of color have shared they have experienced as well. I have tried to work through the college protocol for reporting concerns, but my concerns are always dismissed. The instances of racial harassment that I experienced at PC demonstrates the implicit biases of the community where the leadership does not take these concerns seriously or take steps to stop this behavior and educate the campus community. Providence College needs to remove the administrative officers in my department, the ranking officers who are responsible for the harassment and profiling I have experienced. And let me just note this. Majority of the first-line officers at Providence College Public Safety that interact with the community on a daily basis are great officers. They are dedicated to serving the college community, and they are dedicated to diversity. Providence College will never be a beloved community when racial discrimination is allowed to continue. Thank you.